Rewind is a game that I've been having a ton of fun with. I haven't put as many hours into it as, say, Melee Games has. James, he said he's putting like 60 plus hours into the game already. I got 21, so it's not bad. But for this video store simulator, I have been having a blast with it. And I got it when it was like, I think 15 bucks. Yeah, I think I'd got it when it was on sale. But I mean, still, it's $19.90, 1990. Ah, that's good. But I have been enjoying this game a whole lot. I even got it modded to have. Here, I'll even let me just boot it up really quick. That shouldn't be too bad. But I've been having a ton of fun with this one. Just for some of it, just the simple stuff of what you get to do in the game, and like it's all fairly straightforward for it too. But like the characters are probably the more jarring thing of how they look. But yeah, here we go. And I've been but I got my Outer Heaven video. Anything that I've generally had when it comes to like places and stuff like that set up, I tended to call it Outer Heaven. All right, so the fun that I've had especially is that I did mod some video files. And so on here, let me just turn it down just so I don't get buggled there. I have Beverly Hills Cop trilogy on here on one TV. And then over here, as you can see, I got Back to the Future. Turn that down. Got the Back to the Future trilogy. And I've got the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie on another TV. I had to do it. But it is just a fairly simple and straightforward game. I've been having things up. You do the updates. You got your kind of store level unlocks here, from the shelves, slushy machines, to all the different genre of movies that you get. And you're also, once you hit that level 20, you get your second staff member. I'm really kind of curious what maybe some of the future plans will be for the game. But then also you got the whole video system here. You got your new releases where you can buy extras that you may need to, because sometimes you will get broken videotapes returned to you. So that's the benefit. Then you can just come right here, buy the new releases as you need to. You can also go to the black market if you have like the SKU numbers for the videos, and thankfully people on Steam have put out the SKU numbers, so you can get those as well that way. But you can look through like even your database just to see the stuff that you have. Then they have like kind of a general market where you can get a mix of bundles. Sometimes they will have the specific genres that you can purchase as well for the movies. And then of course, then you can buy specific movies. They have very automatic, like I think it's kind of like an auto generated system for all the video covers and stuff like that. So you'll see a lot of them that are very similar, and then some that are different, and then of course some that are very much like it is. You got basically your ET stand-in for Phone Home there, and Die Hard, of course, as well as obvious right there with Back to the Future, as I already had that on. That's kind of why I also threw it on the TV. Was when it was the whole release, I was like, yes, let's do that. And of course, you got Star Wars right there. Probably still better designed stuff than anything Disney has put out as of late. There was also, I think, where is it? The action. Yeah, you basically got your Mad Max or Bad Backs. So and for what it is, it works perfectly fine. Although I agree with Melee James, it would be cool for either through mods or through like say something in the game that you could insert licensed stuff that as your own like insert, not through the game itself, like nothing being like done by the creator or anything, but certainly something that allowed you to kind of like create your own sort of thing, like a create your own VHS sort of thing, which would be kind of cool. Maybe they'd let you, maybe that'd be like something to do through the computer here when you're ordering new movies. That could be kind of cool. And then of course also they do have here the calendar year. You go through, you got your days for new releases, you got the special Friday the 13th, and of course the holiday seasons. So in some of these special events, you got even the UFO sightings, where then different genre of movies will be at a different percentage for rentals. So that's also like a cue for maybe you to go to the computer, pick up those pick up more sci-fi rentals, or in this case, like here, more romance rentals, more Christmas movies, which is kind of funny because like they have, of course, horror. They have the horror section. They got romance. They got drama. And funnily enough, they got like specifically just the Christmas movies. You got police, action, and comedy so far that I've gotten. And I've been also like, for my mindset of just kind of designing the store, because you can do it fairly, like you got the move tool and you can just kind of, you got pretty good freedom with where you can place the shelving as you need it. I've been kind of going off of my memory from an old video rental store back home that I remember going to quite often, especially for all the old Godzilla movies and stuff like that. And that's what I would love to get inserted into the game, is like Godzilla type movies or anything like that for the covers, just to see those again. And I got my little peon here. You can sign it as different, so you can have them work faster. Work underling, work. Or you can sign them a different job. Like right now, I just have them at the checkout. You can also do assign to a return station. So then the movies that you have returned, he can already get started on doing all that stuff. And here you see you got the slushy machine, popcorn, and cotton candy. I've unlocked all those. You take phone calls. What do you want? No, go away. Sorry, wrong number. Also, you got the store expansion. So I've already unlocked A and B so far. And I'm pretty sure I saw James, he'd gotten the F unlocked, which I saw too. I'm like, well, if I bring back an adult section, because you can get the adult movies to display for customers, this would be the perfect little side spot to have for just that specific genre. Because anybody that remembers the days of old video rental stores, there was always there were some places that had it completely sectioned off, curtained and everything. Or I know in one local video store, they just had a big old binder that people would go through to get the little chips out of, to then, get the movie that they wanted to rent. So, this was, I think, and I'm sure we're not the only ones that have picked that particular room just because it's kind of off to the side like it is. So, and I'm really curious to see just how much I would buy this, but I need more money. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of how it expands the store out. And then of course over here you do have your applicants that you can kind of see, and it makes it really easy too, because like I got this guy with the return station. He is fast and energetic, so he never falls asleep at work. I had my one last employee, the bum, he kept falling asleep on me. But then they also have other traits that you kind of have to balance out. So trying to find the right employee, it could be key, especially if you're wanting certain stuff done. And of course they will have their different pay and stuff like that for different ones. Well, some are getting a little more expensive, it looks like. Oh, I don't know if you're worth $64, buddy. Oh. And then they even have the break room TV as well. And then here's where when you buy movies and when you also buy from here, you got also the catalogs for your shelves, just the regulars, and then the new releases. And they will stop putting, once the movie goes, when it stops being a new release, it'll then be put back into, or it'll be put onto a shelf that is its specific genre. And then you have the equipment. What do you want? And here's the other thing. They will ask if you could put a video on hold for them so they can pick it up later. Boom. And then you got your little reserve counter right there. There you go. But the fun thing is too, is then like you can you can set up this place about as well as you want. The clearance bin, that's what I've used for the excess of new release movies, to kind of sell those and everything. You have your gumball, candy dispenser, refrigerator, snack shelf, and then I just recently unlocked the 2 arcade machines and put those out, which are right over here. And they do say to like decorate up your store to get more attractions. See, look at this. I gotta clean. I gotta keep order over here. Seems Die Trying is a little more popular. Or, I mean, I think we got a lot of returns. But then you got the snack shelves. It's very straightforward too. You just like select the different snacks. The one thing I would say, it would be kind of neat to see what is the more, like, just through like a, I hate to say algorithm, but like whatever it can be accounted for in the store, like you could look at through different stats to see like maybe what's the more popular snack sort of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Or just to have that insight. And then of course you can also pick the different drinks, but otherwise like one soda machine, one drink machine here, you can fit on each shelf all the drinks that you have here, which I thought was kind of useful. This one they do have a little bit more. I cycled in the Moonbike chocolate for over, no, not the Galaxy bar, the breakfast bar. Yeah, the breakfast. I stopped including the breakfast bar just to see what'll happen. But otherwise, it is a simulator game, so it's got all the those little attributes to it. And then yeah, like I said, so you can just go in here. Let's get the shiny one, even though it's a bad critic and 1 star. Let's do it. So yeah, just order it, boom, come and pick it up, and then throw it onto whatever shelf it needs to go to. And then you can hit F, and then that'll bring up the extra stats for it. So this is where you can see times rented for different videos. And then you got the SKU number there to reorder or anything like that. However many copies you own and stuff. Market value, so if you want to resell it eventually. Did I say police? Yeah, there we go. And so it's like we can even, let's take a look at 128 times. The Galactic Rebellion was rented, so there you go. But otherwise, like they'll have like just a basic generic videos that run on here, and like I say again, serviceable, works for what you need. But it is kind of cool that you are able to. It kind of takes a bit of finagling. You gotta kind of convert some of the files. Some I'm sure work just automatically, but it would be great too if you could put in if I didn't have to go through the whole thing of using like DaVinci Resolve to combine the movies into one, and you could just just put them into the file and it would just draw from there regardless. But as far as I know, because you have to name it the specific file name that would replace the video file that's already in there, so that's kind of the tricky thing to that. Also, you do have your task list of different things that you can do. So you have like the sell 20 popcorn, and you'll get a little monetary compensation. In this instance, I had sold 20 cotton candies, I guess. Boom, got an extra $100 added to slush fund to cash. And yeah, just kind of neat little things like that. I'll be very curious what else is in the pipe works for the game. Oh yeah, and also, so you just hit the open to get the store running, but you can also grab at least 5 of these pamphlets. But the thing is, for the store flyers, the thing is that it still says grand opening video store. I kind of wish that like maybe because you go through a tutorial phase, and it'll even say, okay, tutorial's done. Now you are, now you're going to be playing. You're still going through you're still continuing on with the game. So then it would be great if like somehow these could then switch over from grand opening to just maybe then, check out this video store sort of thing. And then, yeah, you just go out, start handing them off to people and see what happens. And they'll have their own little commentary, come to slag off, whatever. And then it will run to it'll automatically stop at a certain point. So like you see, you do have your business hours, and it'll just run within that time frame. You don't run over or anything like that, which maybe for some could be kind of like the old term, the old little Care Bear a little bit of a Care Bear effect, where it just does there's no drawbacks to running late that I've seen. So I can see where people are where they might request something that could happen if you stay open too late, that you're going over, either for your own character to kind of get tired and fall asleep, or something like that, something bad with the store, whatever. But otherwise, you just go through the day, and then you can close up shop just like that. And you can even what you'll do is just turn the sign off, so then it's implying that you are closed. do a quick couple of things, and then you just close the door, and boom, that ends that day. Also, as it is, as you see here, there's the tape dealer Tuesdays and Thursdays, and once you get to about 9 p.m. on Tuesdays or the Thursdays is when this back door will open. Yeah, meet me out back at 9 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday if you're after exclusive movies and deals. And this is the guy that you go to for the adult movies in particular. So if you definitely want those, that's the way to get them. And then, yeah, you can set that up however you want. The customization isn't bad. They have the design tool here, and you can just kind of change things up. You have your selection for the ceiling, even give it the kind of desired look you want, especially going full, like, to me, like, this would scream like video, like more video arcade, but you can definitely give it the kind of design that you want. I like this. Definitely would be like your kind of typical ceiling, seal tiling and stuff. I went with the black. And you can also change up the floor. You'll get that kind of this carpeted look more. And you got your different types here. Ooh, even, and I do wonder if they'll ever like kind of change it up or add more. I would like definitely like a full wood flooring for what I'm trying to go for the store. But this is the one, of course, that I went with here. And then some, so you can even, there we go. I didn't realize that I could do this. Change the style of gumballs that are in there and the whole machine itself if you want. All right, well, let's see. Ooh, yeah. And then especially like you see, I got all the kind of more wood looking shelves. You got different types here that'll give you also different signage, then also kind of match what you want for the shelves to look like. You can even get that light effect. Boom. Or again, even the wood look on this sort of style. So they allow a mild amount of customization for even your shelves in store. I just kind of keep it just to that effect. And then all this, so you can get, even neon lights. I'll keep that in mind. Two-tone. So again, like you can get some pretty, you can get you what, I wouldn't say whatever you want, but a nice desired effect for the aesthetic as well. And then also this is how you change the style of the posters. So then like you see the SKU, you take the SKU number from the VHS tapes that you have, you plop it into here, and that's how you can get the particular poster. And then you can change the frame of the poster to these different styles here. Again, I'm hoping with like maybe future updates and stuff like that, we get some more different styles to be able to put to get to select from. Because also like it is like for some of these things that you, other than like these lights, because the lights you do get different design types you can pick from. Even there's like these small lights that you can get the different style from too. But even it would be kind of cool if you could even change up like this, maybe something for the UFO or the sword and shield. I thought maybe nope, nothing for the arcade machines. You're kind of with that one. Let's see, yeah, slight different coloring because this is like just a display case that you can get for and I just put the in particular the shiny holograph VHS run tapes in there. So like I say, you get to customize up your shop just a little bit, give it that desired look, and yeah. So that like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. It's easy just to jump in and out of for sure, and like it is for the cost especially, it's pretty nice and definitely goes on my recommend.
Thank you for watching this clip from Respawn Roast Cantina. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out the full episode.